When will Supreme Ruler 2030 release? If you're here looking for the answer for this question, you are either one of two groups. Number one, an interested player who has recently heard about the game and just simply wants to know when it releases, or number two, you are someone that has kept up with the game and heard the prior two release dates announced and wants to know where the game is. My name is RESOULA. If you don't already know me, I've made a whole bunch of Supreme Ruler Ultimate playthroughs as well as a tutorial series. Consider checking out the playlists of this channel if you're interested in any of that, and check the cards in the top right if you wish to find a playlist that will be me covering the roadmap up to 2030 and all the news there is to cover about it. Now, for everyone in Group 1, it's important, I think, to note, to catch you up to speed with Group 2, that the original announced release date for Supreme Ruler 2030 would be sometime within Q4 2022. But wait, it's 2023, and by the time I'm posting this, it's March 2023. Where's the game? Well, for reasons that went unannounced, the game's release actually got pushed back to the end of January in 2023. But wait, it's March! Where does that leave us? Well, thankfully, we have a far more in-depth answer to this question. If we take a look over on the Steam discussion forum thread place, a user named Volcano Light asked a question in December: is there a new release date? This is where we could see them confirming the January release date. We have a very big post here talking about 2030 from BattleGoat Studios directly. To summarize it, Supreme Ruler 2030 is honestly almost done. It's basically feature complete, and you could play it right now if you only had the ability to purchase it. However, they decided to work on more content and make it so that there would be more to do on launch. However, they've noticed the increasing trend of users on Steam that are not very happy with bare bones releases that are buggy and have nothing to do, because those initial reviews make a big difference in a game's lifespan. So BattleGoat decided to release 2030 with 4 campaigns. Well, I'm not sure what that means and what they'll comprise of, considering that 2020 timeline didn't have campaigns, but also with sandbox maps. So this has pushed back the game, not to mention they're doing more testing and polishing of graphics and things of that nature. Basically, rather than try to rush the game out to the fans that have wanted it throughout Galactic Ruler's entire release, they decided we're going to take our time and make sure that when we release this game, it will be ready, it will be feature complete, it will have plenty of content that we can then build upon, and nobody will feel that it is bare bones or lacking on release. That appears to be their goal based on the rest of this post. So what is the current release of 2030? Well, doesn't look like they actually left us a date. So for what all we know is that it will be later. I think we can assume by the end of this year, if it's already mostly feature complete, theoretically adding a few campaigns is not going to be as much work as actually making the entire game. They did also announce that they plan on releasing updates on games features more regularly in developer logs, so that is stuff that I will be covering in this series. If you haven't already, I suggest checking out the prior initial video in this series, Supreme Ruler Next Gen, Supreme Ruler 2030, which you can find in the playlist in the description below or the cards at the top right. I hope you now feel well informed on the state of Supreme Ruler 2030's release, and you have been adequately educated on the path it took us to get to where we are now. If you have any questions about Supreme Ruler 2030, or more specifically, if you have any ideas for videos that you wish to see me make covering the game, I invite you to leave those in the comments below. That's it for today though, so thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.